My name is Sam. I'm a Taiwanese citizen. Been here for over 9 years.
I'm Jane, Sam's wife. Been in Taiwan since 2016.
This is my dad with me. He's now been here for about 8 months.
These people, I can say, like angels. In our religion, we say Jannah, a paradise. This is the center of peace in the whole world. And if you have 1 million in your pocket, you go outside, nobody will say, show me your pocket. It is unbelievable, really.
When he first came here, he was always worried, like, if I'm going out after 8, I had to tell him, like, here, it's safe. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be walking down a dark alley. Nobody is going to bother you. It's very safe for everybody, for kids, for women. This is my daughter, Zara. She's 4 years old. Say hello. Huh?
This is your house? Yeah?
Before I moved to Taiwan, I was actually already in Germany, and I was on a similar program like the Gold Card. Before that, I lived in China. Salaries were significantly better. But at the back of your mind, you know you don't have all of the freedoms you want. Just to put it bluntly, I'd rather be in a democracy. No matter as a foreigner or as a local, in Taiwan, I feel the freedom to be wherever you want. You can talk to a policeman, you talk to a government official, you look at them as equal. I'm a citizen, you're a citizen, we vote for you guys. You can question people, you can talk about people. There's no taboo subjects. So I felt more comfortable. When I had the opportunity for a job in Taiwan, I just decided to move over. 2 years before I qualified for citizenship, I had the option to move to Canada, US, or even Hong Kong. I chose Taiwan over those places, even though my family friends told me I was crazy. After I got my Taiwanese ID, I went to the DMV. The lady there was quite amazed when she saw my Taiwan ID card. And she said, like, oh my God, how do you become Taiwanese? Your wife is Taiwanese? And I said, no, my wife is from Philippines. And you could see her go black for a few minutes. Yeah, it's just like, how's that possible? Only recently, more and more people becoming naturalized through work. Maybe 50, 100 people per year, which is a very small number if you compare it to other countries. 3,000 to 4,000 naturalized per year. And 95% of those people are spouses of Taiwanese.
95.
Yeah, over 90%. So for me, when I really felt truly Taiwanese in my heart, well, it wasn't when I got the ID. It was when I voted. I just felt different that day.
Yeah, so
Because
you
I had
did vote.
never
You
done it.
recently voted.
Yes.
First time ever in any
First
country.
time ever. Yeah, any country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That day I felt really patriotic.
You went into the polling booth and
They saw me, they were a little surprised, like, you lost your way?
yeah.
Yeah, but everyone was super nice. That's what I said I love about Taiwan. Just see, you're here for voting, just give you directions, okay, do they, put it there. So I think now I feel like I've invested something in Taiwan. I've counted my voice. I care about what happens to Taiwan. I care about the politics, the government, the environment, everything.
And like you said, you bought a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is
bought
it.
a
You
house.
bought a house.
This is, again, also my first house ever. Did a lot of firsts in Taiwan. That's why Taiwan is very special to me. So this will be my place.
How did you guys meet?
Oh yeah, I was working in a factory for 2 years. I really wanted to go out of the country. Like, if I can do it. On my last month, I met him.
OkCupid website.
Oh, okay. Old school.
And it just so happened that he worked just behind my company. He was inviting me for a movie at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., which is, that's creepy, right?
Yeah, what's...
It was a weekend. I was like at 10 p.m. I was ready to go out, and I just didn't want to go alone. I'd only been here not that long. I was living in the outskirts, in the technology park, so there's no foreigners there. I'm the only foreigner in my company. Just really wanted someone to accompany me for a movie. And she said maybe some other time, so she gave me a chance.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Then we met obviously during the day.
Traditional coffee
Just
shop.
a regular
like,
Taiwan.
yeah, Taiwanese
Like a breakfast
coffee
shop.
shop.
She kept asking me where I'm from. I wouldn't tell her.
Yeah,
I was worried if I told her, she might cut the line on me.
he said he's Italian.
Italian.
Because I cannot tell.
I can pass for
Yeah.
I cannot
you could.
tell with his accent.
It's a wrong way to think about it. So now I proudly tell everyone that I'm from Pakistan because I think it gives them a different image. Oh, you came here, you work, you got a gold card, you're doing all these things here. So I don't do that anymore.
It was a good run.
Sorry to all the Italians.
You guys dated for a while and then...
We got married because I think he's also getting pressure from the parents. Like,
We'll send you the pictures, you pick one. But I really wanted to marry someone I knew. To like convince her parents. They were also a little bit concerned. You went to Taiwan and you found a guy from Pakistan?
And you're gonna stay? Like, what?
for sure, my parents are also traditional. Like, they think Pakistan is war, terrorist.
They weren't sure what kind of person I was. I told her I will go and meet your family. Formally ask for your hand. She told me I was the cultural processes. I have to come on my knees and ask for it, but I didn't do
You
it.
didn't do it?
No.
But she told me
Really?
that's how I had to do
You
it. I
gotta
had
do
to like
it.
walk on
You
my
gotta
knees
need.
and ask for her hand.
No.
Do people actually do that or no?
No,
You're just messing
it is.
around.
Yeah,
That's what she told me before.
Yeah.
Her mom took me aside and just said, thank you for everything and just keep her in Taiwan, okay? Promise me you'll not take her back.
Have you thought about moving to the Philippines?
I worked my whole life in semiconductor industry, so you need to find the right job with the right salary. I mean, I'm now Taiwanese. I have a home here. This will always be my HQ. I'm very much Taiwanese now. I believe that because every time I go to Pakistan or any other country, even when I went to the States, couldn't wait to come back to Taiwan.
You're just like, this is where I want to be.
Yeah, it's like I want to go back home when this is done. I feel the warmth of the people on the street. All these cities are densely populated, so you're walking down the street, a lot of parks in Taiwan, there's all those night markets. It's not just buying food, but it's also like you see other people, you see other families, you have some interactions. Good weather, 7-Elevens, convenience,
It's convenient, yeah.
cost of living. Life is generally easy. For someone coming from a place which is difficult, there's a lot of challenges, a lot of poverty, especially if you're the son of a teacher. I feel here being treated equally. It doesn't matter what caste I'm from, skin color I have, what parents did. At the end of the day, I can walk into any place and will be treated with respect and dignity. I personally feel this is the place I've been most accepted and welcomed despite all the difficulties I faced. Taiwanese naturalization laws, originally designed for spouses. My citizenship application got stuck because they wanted me to prove she was still my wife in Philippines and Pakistan. You sit here.
So cute. Bye.
It's very interesting. She was born here just a month before I qualified for citizenship. That means a lot. Had she been born after I was a citizen, she would be a Taiwanese citizen. I think it's more unfair because she was born here. Her Chinese is better than us. She's like
So
totally
crushing
local.
it.
If we both become Taiwanese, our daughter is the lone Filipino in the house then because she cannot become Taiwanese until 2035, until she turns 18. Because she was a Filipino at birth, she has to renounce. But a lot of countries, if you're a minor, you're not allowed to renounce your citizenship. And Taiwan does not want to give a concession to a minor, even if both parents are Taiwanese, even if she was born in Taiwan. The reason is because they don't want to limit Taiwanese to single citizenship.
Yeah, Taiwanese people can
Yeah.
become Americans and Taiwanese too.
First, it's a question for Taiwan. Do you want to bring more foreigners? And if you want that, if you think it's good for your country in terms of economy, business, culture, then you do something about the renunciation one. Because of renunciation requirement, very few actually want to apply for Taiwanese citizenship. The numbers are really tiny. You already have few people, for example, you've been in Taiwan for 12 years, you love it here. If you had the option to become citizen, you would take it. The thing stopping it is the renunciation. No matter where you're from, it is a very difficult decision. My parents don't know. I renounced my citizenship. I made more of a logical decision about my future and my daughter's future, so I had to make that sacrifice. And it still hurts. I think a lot of people love Taiwan when they come here, but once they get into the details of settling down, it's more complicated. It's like in my house, we're like 3 different nationalities. You have hundreds of thousands of foreigners. In some cases, they need to take care of their parents. National health care, in a strain, they would say, like, why would we accept aged parents or foreigners? If they don't have the option to bring their parents, they may choose to leave.
That is an important issue to explore. There's the strain on the system versus the benefit that they get of getting the talent that they need.
A lot of the research shows there's a very big push for talent. That's one of the reasons Taiwan launched the Gold Card program. Every country is doing it. Hong Kong has a program, Singapore has a program, Japan, everybody. Everyone is looking for talent in different sectors, and you may not have everything in your own country. Engineers, softwares, AI, medical fields. The countries who've been doing this kind of immigration for decades, they understand this idea really well, that if I'm going to get foreign skilled worker, a foreign professional, he or she does not exist in a vacuum. If I bring them over, they're going to want to bring their family. You want to bring a Nobel Peace Prize winner, his or her spouse would not be also a Nobel Peace Prize, or the kids, or maybe he may have parents, but if you need him and he needs his family to be able to do his job, he needs to have that safety, comfort, that peace, that his family is home and he can see them every day, take care of them every day, then he can do his job right. But if he's always worried about all these things, they will just find another place. There are some times that I regret it. especially when I run into bureaucratic issues and things that deal with my family related to visa or ARC or rights. That's when I compare and look at other areas, and they've got these good plans in place for how to settle down. Australia, Canada, all of these countries, it's very hard to get in, but there's always a path. There is no process here. There's no ARC for parents, with the exception of migrants from mainland China. People who are gold card holders, their parents get to stay for 1 year. You have to do visa run. It's difficult. You have to go to the specific Taiwan embassy. So in our case, that's Saudi Arabia or...
You have to go that far.
Exactly. If you do it for both parents, taking time off work, because they obviously can't do it by themselves, you can easily spend 50 to 100,000 NT. He has vascular dementia, no idea of space. Someone like him, it's challenging, especially if you're in a foreign country. You do need a lot of help and support. Because foreigners, like my dad, don't qualify for disability, I cannot get a full-time caretaker. One of the difficulties I have is cannot walk more than a few feet, but I cannot take advantage of any of the wheelchair parking. So I take him to a doctor, a clinic, or some shop. If I'm driving alone by myself, I have to stop the car in the middle of the street, get him out, leave him there at the entrance, then go look for a parking, then come back. If this was my home, I'd probably find some remote family member to help us out. But in this place, we don't know anybody. The issues I faced, it's all about those systemic things, laws and policies that I hope can be improved, become more inclusive, for example. But if we talk about like just living your life every day, if you don't encounter some issues with the government office, compared to many other countries I've been to, I feel more comfortable, more accepted.